Halloween film series is out. Halloween Ends. Actually, the Halloween film series started back in 2018, and then Halloween Ends 2022 is actually one of the sequels. Three parts been already out right now, and then we are taking into the mystery of Michael Myers. So Michael Myers is actually, a normal man who has actually in the past two films has been on a killing streak, killing people. But then one thing so weird about the story is that a number of times he could have died, but then he didn't die in all these previous ones. And things get very, very much interesting in this actual part. So with the story actually starts, and we have Jamie Curtis playing Laurie, who actually, gets to know Michael, invites her into her life, and then he starts all these killing sprees and all that. Halloween Kills, which was released last year, was actually, one of the sequel. It was a good movie. We actually got to know how Laurie and then her granddaughter actually survived Michael Myers, although they lost the rest of the family, but then they were able to survive. Now this year we had Halloween Ends out. That was for Michael Myers. Now for the start of this new one, we actually have a new character, rising, Corey Cunningham. And then his story is quite similar to that of Michael Myers, being blamed for something that happened accidentally, and then people actually trying to criticize him and then making him look like an evil was so much hitting him. So with this one, we kind of have a different storyline. We don't always begin with Michael Myers like we did in the previous ones. This one, we begin with someone new. And this guy is actually a normal kid who lives in the neighborhood. But then, from the start of the film, we actually see him babysitting a boy, and then actually, accidentally, the boy is pushed off from the top of the stairs. He comes to fall down, and then he dies. A whole lot of people criticize him. People say he did it with intention, others say he didn't. Well, some took it as an accident, some didn't take it as that. A whole lot of events unveil, he was put on trial, but then because it was an accident, per his lawyer and then the judge's judgment, he was released. Life had been a little bit difficult for him, getting people to bully him and then all that. He decided to find a way to be himself. Now, accidentally or unaccidentally, he actually comes across Michael Myers. But then how did he come across Michael Myers? Michael Myers has been in hiding for quite some time now, I don't know if he was trying to regain his full strength because of the injuries he suffered previously and then trying to come back larger and then tougher. Nobody knows. But then he actually doesn't kill this kid. Well, that was such a good thing, for him, on the part of him. It was actually weird because everyone who meets Michael Myers doesn't actually come out alive, but then he does. Now, after his encounter with Michael Myers, he actually begins to feel an urge to also kill people. So he goes to all ends and means to do that, to make that possible. Now, he is in a relationship with Laurie's granddaughter, which is a very good thing, And unfortunately, Laurie actually figures things out and feels like that is the same way she met Michael, and the things didn't go actually well for them. Well, a whole lot of things. I feel like they are trying to link the two characters, all of them have been through a whole lot of things, things that people in the society didn't see it to be well. Though it might or might not have been their fault, but then they didn't consider that aspect of it. And then they put all blame on them. So this thing is also happening to him, and then he actually has to find a way to be himself. After the encounter with him, he actually goes on a killing spree as well. He kills quite a number of people, taking his mother's own life, and then some kids who actually do bully him. Now, the whole story actually gets very interesting when we actually have Michael Myers, coming out from the shadows to also kill people as well. The two do a number of kills together until this guy actually feels like, okay, now Michael Myers is actually too old. All it takes is my whole hands. He decides to attack Michael and then, make himself the new Michael Myers of the town, where he kills a bunch number of people actually. Now, things get very, very interesting in the latter part of it. After Laurie's, feeling that Michael Myers is somewhere out there, and then this new kid is actually, trying to follow in that same footsteps. He tries to warn his granddaughter. Her granddaughter doesn't actually quite heed to her, which was so unfortunate, and he decides to kill Laurie. Things are very heated in the latter part of the movie, but the one thing that I always loved about the Halloween movie is how the victims are being killed. We have the gritty aspects of it. Since it's a horror slasher movie, it's actually good, very beautiful. Michael actually loves to do his killing at a very close range, which makes all the details very bright and clear. The knife strikes or the cuts and slides into the body parts are so perfect. I love that kind of thing. The shadows in the film are also very clearer, and then it makes everything beautiful. It is actually a very good movie for a Halloween night, and it's so perfect. This isn't just any supernatural, Halloween film like we had Fear Street, which is based on actually supernatural force, but then this is actually a normal Halloween night where a man actually, kills people just because he wants to kill them. Also, the good thing that also happened in Halloween Ends was very unexpected. Corey actually dies, and then Laurie actually is able to kill Michael Myers, and he's being patrolled through town for the whole town to see. It was actually a good ending and a perfect one ending. Now Halloween is over, and there are no horrors again in Haddonfield. So you should check it out for yourself. If you haven't seen it, you should do so. And if you have already seen it, please do make sure to leave a comment about the film and then this video as well. And don't forget to give me a thumbs up. And make sure to, have the best Halloween night you can ever have, okay? Because Halloween has ended, the horrors are over.